China, a country of 1.4 billion people, a place where bicycles once ruled the roads. A nation with a growing obsession for global dominance in sports. So here's the question. Why has China, with its enormous population and cycling culture, produced almost no professional road cyclists? In the world of elite cycling, the Grand Tours, the monuments, the World Tour stage, China is barely a whisper. But the answer isn't simple. It's a tale of missed opportunities, cultural divides, and a sports system designed for something else entirely. This is the untold truth about why China produces so few pro cyclists. In the 1980s, China was known as the Kingdom of Bicycles. Millions rode to work. Bicycles were everywhere. Not a hobby, not a sport, but a way of life. Owning a bicycle was a symbol of status, independence, and mobility. By 1986, there were over 500 million bicycles in China. But here's the twist. That deep-rooted cycling culture never translated into professional sports. While countries like France and Italy were building cycling dynasties, China was riding for survival. And when sports became a national priority, China didn't turn to the road. It turned to the podium. Medals, golds, national pride. That was the game. Road cycling, too long, too unpredictable, too European. And in a nation where performance is engineered, not discovered, road cycling just didn't fit. To understand China's absence in pro cycling, you first need to understand how China creates athletes. From the age of 6 or 7, children are selected based on physical potential, flexibility, speed, endurance. They're sent to government-run academies. Their job? Train, win, repeat. But here's the thing. The state focuses on sports that maximize medals per investment. 1 gold medal in gymnastics? Possible with 1 athlete. 1 gold in diving? Same. In contrast, road cycling is expensive, unpredictable, and often yields no medals. A team of 9 might produce a single result, and even that is never guaranteed. Why fund 9 cyclists to maybe get 1 gold, when you can fund 4 divers and win 6? That's why track cycling does exist in China, and thrives. China has Olympic medals in sprint track events, short, measurable, and coachable. But road cycling, that's chaos, tactics, endurance, a team sport played across mountains and continents. And that doesn't sit well with China's centralized model of control. Quick pause. If you're enjoying this story, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. This really helps us grow, especially because we're still a small channel trying to share big stories. Aito, the creator behind BikeFlix, puts a lot of love into these videos, and your support makes a real difference. Let's keep riding. In 2014, a Chinese rider made history. His name was Ji Cheng, the first Chinese cyclist to race and finish the Tour de France. Nicknamed the Breakaway Killer, Ji wasn't a contender for stage wins. He rode in service of the team, pulling breakaways back, setting tempo, doing the hard work. He didn't win. He didn't need to. He proved it was possible. But after Ji retired, the momentum evaporated. There were no systems in place to nurture the next Ji Cheng. No Chinese World Tour team. No domestic league feeding talent into Europe. No media coverage. No sponsors. And the truth is, European cycling is still a closed circle. It's hard to break in from the outside. Young Chinese riders face massive barriers: language, distance, diet, training philosophy. And without a European development team backing them, you don't just need talent, you need a miracle. But it's not like China lacks talent. In fact, the country excels at endurance-based sports. So where do those athletes go? To events China cares about. They go to Olympic marathons, to swimming, to triathlon, or more often, to track cycling, where sprint and kilo events are predictable, medal-heavy, and centrally coached. In the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, China won gold in the women's team sprint. That's the kind of success the system rewards. But here's the thing. Even within cycling, the road is considered a detour, not a destination. Without role models, without races, without a system, passion fizzles, and potential goes nowhere. There are signs of change. Cycling is booming again in China, but this time as a sport. Cities like Chengdu, Hangzhou, and Shenzhen are building bike-friendly infrastructure. Amateur racing is on the rise, and social media has created a new wave of cycling influencers. Online platforms are filled with gear reviews, local route guides, and performance tips, all in Mandarin. The Tour of Guangxi, a UCI World Tour event, is helping bridge domestic cycling with the international calendar. There's even talk of Chinese-backed development teams emerging, aimed at creating a pipeline to the pros. But it's early, and the mountain is steep. Until China sees road cycling not as a Western distraction, but as a legitimate path to sporting prestige. Its role in the global peloton may remain marginal. Cycling is about more than speed. It's about resilience, adaptation, and belief. China has the numbers, it has the infrastructure, it even has the roads. What it needs now is vision. A vision that says, we don't just want medals, we want stories. We want to climb the Alps and belong there. Because maybe, just maybe, the next Ji Cheng is already riding. We just haven't seen him yet. If this story moved you, if you learned something new, help us share it. Leave a comment below. Do you think China will ever become a cycling powerhouse? And don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll be the reason BikeFlix keeps telling stories the big networks ignore. Until next time, keep riding, keep wondering.